14 WILI and 95.3 FM presents Hometown Threads, a closer look at our community and the people that make it go. Every week, you'll hear uplifting stories from our local businesses and our neighbors. Now, here's our host for Hometown Threads, Keith C. Rice.
Welcome into episode 112 of Hometown Threads on WILI 95.3 FM, Willimantic Today, Facebook, Spectrum 192, plenty of places to view and watch the show, one place to hear it, and that's on WILI 95.3 FM every Tuesday from 5:05 to 5:30. Keith C. Rice back in here. And of course, couldn't do without Liberty Bank, our sponsor from day one. Liberty Bank, be community kind, with 3 great local locations across the street from the radio station at 679 Main Street. Down the street at 1703 West Main Street, Willimantic, right there in Gateway Commons. And Route 195 in Mansfield, Liberty Bank, be community kind. J. Matt Rupar, if you'd be so kind, say hello to the fine folks.
Hello.
Just a programming note, a couple things we can get to before we get to our special guest. Hometown Threads will be on a 2-week hiatus. Wayno's going on vacation, so usually when I'm in for Wayne, we take a break from Hometown Threads. So this show is being taped on, what's today, July 21st, so I believe like August 11th, I think it is. It'll be the next time Hometown Threads will return. Also, a big thanks to Mark Tripoli from Tripoli Pro Clean Services, the sponsor for the Hometown Threads podcast. You can listen to not just Hometown Threads, but all our great talk programming at WILI.com. Get caught up on the Wayno shows. And if you want to view all the great talk shows, you can go to the YouTube, WILI Radio's YouTube channel, and you could search that by just WILI Radio on the search bar. Please subscribe. There's a lot of great shows every afternoon from 3 to 5 here on WILI. Well, actually, we hope to have more 3 o'clock shows down the road, but State of the Art, Chris Beaudry is currently our only 3 o'clock show. More on the way as far as that goes. Time to get to our special guest for episode 112. And, he's a longtime friend. Usually we have a business owner or former business owner or, of the like. But we have a community member this time, and every now and then we bring in a well-known community member, and that's who this guy is. And I'm fortunate I get to see him a couple times a week because he comes out and supports our gigs at Fenton River Grill. We do Blackout Music Bingo every Tuesday night and Trolley Pub Trivia on Thursday nights. Longtime friend, probably known about 48 of my 53 years on this planet, I would say. Yep. That's about right?
That's correct.
Michael Goba. Now,
Adams Heights alumni.
I don't know if you want me to say it. I know, Adams Heights alumni. And, I'm sure we'll get into some of those great Adams Heights memories. We only have about 22, 23 minutes, so we better step on the gas here. But it's great to, cross paths again, Mike. Thanks for coming out. And over time, Mike would be a great Hometown Threads guest. Even though he's been on Wayne's show, how many times?
I would guess at least a dozen, maybe more. And it started with the senior class president at Windham High School. So I was invited to come down to talk about what I was doing for Windham High School, and specifically our prom that we were going to have going up and down the Connecticut River.
So that's how that started.
And then I was hustled over after my AM performance to be part of the FM morning show, which turned into a minor disaster given my relationship with my friends. Because
this is the first time you ever were on Wayne's show and then Pete's show.
I believe so. That was the impetus was that I was senior class president, so it was to talk about this unique opportunity that we had created with getting on a boat for our prom. So our prom was actually on the Connecticut River.
Mike is a year older than me, class of 89, class of 90, Windham, St. Bernard. But we grew up, with here. I spent many years in the Windham school system, and as did Mike, and finished at Windham High. So is the Pete story, that was the first time you're on with Wayne.
Yes.
And I'm sure you have a lot of great Wayne moments, and we'll get into some of those NCAA tournament picks. But can you tell the Pete story briefly, or is it something?
The difficulty is that
now, Pete Nichols is our morning guy on I-98.3. For those of you who don't know who Pete is, I'm pretty sure. Go ahead.
So I am classmates with my prom date's brother, who was a year older than her. And
can we say the names?
I'll leave it. I'll leave it to the listener's imagination. Right. But it became problematic because Pete asked some probing questions about what I expected to do after the prom, and I had to deflect them very politely.
In typical Pete manner.
So it was a little bit. It was informational. I got this on the FM side. I got to talk about the things that we were going to be doing for the prom and the responsibilities that I had to Wyndham High School. But then he kind of delved into this private side of everything else that was going on, and I didn't want to discuss it because I was afraid that I would have to face my friend.
Not to get way off subject, but speaking of Pete and Wayne, when Wayne years ago, he still goes on the road with the UConn. Pete and John Tewitt, John was Pete's sidekick. They would crank Wayne. They would try and get Wayne's hotel room number wherever he was on the road.
Oh no!
And that would tick Wayne off, and that was Pete back in the heyday. And Pete's still doing his thing, a little more subdued, but nonetheless, that was okay. So
now, it's hard to believe that was 36 years ago. Too.
Yeah, that's about right, because we're very lucky to have Wayne here on the AM side. Well, FM now, 95.3. And Pete, as long as Wayne's been over 50, it's been over 35 for Pete down the hall. So even though he's been doing it live from his man cave in Glastonbury since 2017. But anyway, we're here to talk to Mike Goba. You've spent a lot of time on Wayne's show. Not just, you've discussed your travels. I want you to get into some of that. But your NCAA tournament knowledge. I don't know where to begin with you, Mike Goba.
Well, since I was a child, and it was the two of us too, along with the rest of the group that was on Adams Heights. We were all big sports fans.
Walter Ganezlo, shout out to him who was living in Wisconsin.
Eric Gamache,
yeah. Michael.
And we would play kickball, waiting for the bus every morning. So we were all very, very big sports fans, and in the middle of that is the Magic and Larry Bird NCAA tournament. So that was
79,
the start of a love affair with the NCAA tournament. And since the age of 4, I was going to the UConn basketball games up in the field house.
That's right.
So I think that we all kind of naturally gravitated towards all of the sports that were part of our life.
And then when UConn took center stage, the national stage, and 88 for the NIT, but 90 was the dream season.
Right.
And
I was at the game.
Wait, you were at which game?
I was at the Clemson game.
You were at the Clemson game?
And I was at the Duke game.
Because I was right here in this very studio watching that TV back there with a guy named Jeff Griffin, who used to run the board, as did, you actually ran the board, I think, for a little bit.
I did.
We ran the board for the UConn games and took the Celtics, and Griffin and I went nuts. When you were at that game at the Meadowlands?
I've had 2 kismet moments involving UConn basketball. The first was because, again, growing up, all of us having this passion for the NCAA tournament, and I would make it a national holiday. I would fake illness so that I could stay home for that first Thursday and Friday starting at 12.
Ferris Bueller style?
Well, I think both my parents knew when I was younger.
Your parents are teachers. They were teachers. They let that go?
But then when I was living on Church Street, I automatically had the ability to control my own schedule. So I never went to school that first 2 days. That Thursday and Friday, I had
excused absence.
I had March Madness.
Yes.
So when I was living with Bill Jordan, he was a huge college basketball fan, and at the time, and it's still possible to do, but I think it's almost improbable to get tickets. You would enter a lottery, so there would be a school that would sponsor the location, and in this case, East Rutherford, New Jersey. I wanted to go to the East Finals.
Okay.
Again, sight unseen. This is the year before the dream season of 90. And this is my freshman year up at UConn.
So he's doing this the year before.
And so I ordered the tickets, won. And so Bill Jordan and I win the tickets to the NCAA Tournament East Final, of which UConn and UCLA, Clemson, and Duke are all
That's right. I forgot the
participants.
4th team is UCLA, right?
And so we go to the Clemson game, and this is another great story with regard to Bill Jordan, and we are surrounded by orange Clemson fans, and we're playing Clemson. And for those who remember, this is the Tate The Shot, which was heard around the world for the purposes of UConn.
Bob Husler.
And we're on the baseline where Scott Burrell is throwing that ball.
You were on that baseline?
Yes.
How did I not know? I didn't know you were at the game.
We see the ball being heaved, we see the shot going up, and all of the Clemson fans are relatively sure that they're going to win because it was 1.3 or whatever it was, maybe 1 second.
Remember,
1 second.
Bob Husler, 1 second left. Burrell, I can almost recite the whole thing. I probably can.
So the ball goes in, and Bill Jordan, being Bill Jordan, turns to all the Clemson fans and flips them off and tells him exactly where to go.
No.
And I needed to find a hole to crawl into because it is literally surrounding us, this orange wave
God.
of people. So flash forward. You have then 2 days later, we're playing Duke to go to the Final Four, which would have been our first male Final Four.
And you were at that game too.
And we were at that game too because we won the package of the two tickets. Right. So we got to see Duke beat UCLA and then UConn beat Clemson.
Talk about high to low for UConn, though.
So Chris Smith is about to, at the very end of the game, has his hand on the ball and is trying to throw it into the backcourt to then let the time run out. But it slips off.
It went off Tate's hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Duke gets the ball. They do an inbound. Double clutch, the first of Leitner's final heroics.
And that's how you fell in love with Duke, right? We got to get into that. Big time UConn fan, but Duke fan too.
Well, that goes back to high school too.
First of all, I had no idea you were at both of those games, or that Thursday, Saturday.
Well, let me just conclude with this. So Duke hits the shot. Now, when you go to these NCAA tournament locations, the losers, so Clemson having lost, will sell their tickets. They'll either go back.
Kind of like the Big East tournament, the losing team.
But what you also have is a fellow ACC member, Duke. So those Clemson fans may have sold their tickets to Duke fans, knowing ACC affiliation.
Sure.
Or they will go back to the game because they love the game of college basketball.
Right.
So when Duke hits their shot, the entire section that we were sitting in, who remembered the Clemson, turned around to us and gave us the
what did Bill do?
What did Bill do?
What did Bill do?
I don't think he really cared that much. But again, I'm trying to find a hole.
Is Bill Jordan still around these days?
No, he passed away probably 10 years ago.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. So back to this whole your affiliation with Duke. We're going back to, I believe, I want to say middle school, pre-high school years. You used to come down when we're still living in Adams Heights before we moved to Gates Farm Road in '88. You were wearing, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe this is high school, I could be wrong. You were wearing a Duke jacket. Was that middle school or high school?
It had to be high school because my freshman year at Wyndham High School, my algebra teacher, Alma Meggs, was a graduate of Duke University. And so I kind of already...
So you liked Duke before UConn got good. That's fair. That's fair.
And UConn, 86, Duke is playing Louisville in the national championship. Yep. So it was perfect timing for my freshman year. She had talked up her affiliation. My algebra teacher had talked up the affiliation to Duke herself, and then I used that as a means of kind of directing myself that this was a place that I would like to go. North Carolina,
you ended up
Tar
going to
Heels,
NC State,
and then was their major foe in the area in that research triangle: NC State, UNC Chapel Hill, and Duke. So, and then it was either my freshman or my sophomore year. WNBC, before they became WFAN, would have Dave Sims at night,
who's now the Yankee play-by-play guy on the radio,
and he would do a sports show. And so the contest was name the Final Four from the Selection Sunday. And if you name the Final Four, then the prize would, from among those who were able to get the Final Four, the prize would be a starter jacket of your choice, whatever school you wanted.
So you nailed that Final Four in '86.
Yes, it's either '86 or '87. It could either be the Syracuse.
'87 was Indiana or Syracuse.
Indiana,
smart,
right?
Yeah.
And then or was the year before. But I won a starter jacket, and I chose Duke.
Yeah, I'm telling you. For you college hoop fans, crazy fans like us, and we've followed. I don't think I know anybody, and I know a lot of obsessed sports fans. But to this day, you still are all over the NCAA tournament. Yeah. Okay, and he's made several appearances. Mike Goba has on Wayne's show. And how many times did you nail the Final Four on his show? Is it once or twice? Or?
Well, the one that Wayne always brings up is I was in the Netherlands on a study abroad through UConn. So I was in Maastricht, the Netherlands. And before Selection Sunday was even done, sometime in late February, I told him that what the Final Four would be. And I got all four of them correct. And this is the Chris Webber year where he called the infamous timeout they didn't have.
Yep.
And But Wayne remembers that I had gotten all four, but I didn't even have brackets from which to choose from. So it was kind of a lucky thing in that I was choosing teams that would have been towards the top of
right, but still, it's pretty
each
impressive.
seed anyway.
So you didn't pick 4 number ones, right?
I don't think so. But I had Michigan, I had UNC, and I don't remember. May have been Kansas, whatever the other two were.
Either way, that's very impressive.
And then I've called from Iraq too, from Iraq onto the show to be on Wayne's show and just discuss whatever topics he was willing to have me talk about.
You and I could go all day talking about sports, college basketball, and so on, but we got to get to a bunch of other things because this, unfortunately, is a short show. Mike Goba is with us, episode 112 of Hometown Threads on WILI 95.3 FM, Willimantic Today, Facebook, Spectrum 192. Brought to you by Liberty Bank, Be Community Kind. One more sports question before we move on to your travels, because I lost track of you throughout the years. I mean, we lost, that happens. I moved away, you were away, and couldn't keep track of when you were back, but one question, going back to Duke for a second, because you had such a love affair with Duke for a while. Can you explain why Christian Laettner was probably, you know where I'm going with this, I don't know if you agree at this point, there's been a lot of good college basketball players. I still think he's top 3 best college basketball player of all time. Would you agree on that first? And why did it translate to the NBA?
I think it's also, there is and we talk about playoff performances.
True.
Like Aaron Judge is a fantastic player, but does he really deliver when the playoffs?
In the postseason.
When you talk about Christian Laettner, you're talking about somebody who was part of the '92 Dream Team. That first time that we had professional athletes, especially NBA athletes,
best team ever assembled, I think.
And he was the selected college basketball player. So that in and of itself puts him into elite territory.
I would think, yeah. I mean,
and then the two shots, the shots against us,
clutch,
and the Kentucky game.
But he was a very good regular season player too, and that's why I think he's got to be top 3 right now off the top of my head.
And 2 national championships. But one thing I can't understand is what happened in the NBA to Christian Laettner. But that's a whole different game too. So you have those college athletes who are exceptional because they are part of a system. And the Krzyzewski system fit him extremely well. Yep. And perhaps when he goes to Minnesota or some of these other locations, he's a part of something, but he's not really the central tenet. And he can't really find his place to fit in, to be in that system of the new coach.
Cherokee Parks might have been better than him in the NBA.
Well,
that's another Duke player. All right, let's get on to your travels.
Yep.
Because, again, I came back and forth here a few times, as you did, if I'm not mistaken. But take us back through graduating high school, because then I think we kind of lost
one
track.
of the things that was unique about my experiences for Wyndham was that UConn sent down the curriculum for us to have basically our senior year would be our freshman year at UConn. So I started UConn with 32 credits, and all of the different classes that I took my senior year that were all high honors at Wyndham High School then translated over. But what UConn was trying to do was to keep the in-state academic talent in-state by going to UConn. So one of the only ways you could get it was to go to UConn itself.
So you had kind of a head start.
Right. I had a head start, but my classmates who went to Dartmouth, to Cornell, Tufts, they didn't get the credit. They would have to take the AP test as you would traditionally do. Other students, I have subsequently found out, went over and took their senior year at Eastern. So they actually got Eastern credits and then were able to translate those over as long as they were part of the admission process for whatever school they eventually went to. They got credits too. So I started a full year ahead, which then allowed me to go study abroad. I stayed instead of just for the fall,
Did you already have all this
spring.
planned? Like you already had something laid out, or was just?
I didn't. One of the things about being honest with my parents about private school, they told me we have the resources to be able to send you to Vanderbilt, to Syracuse Broadcasting. I got into the Syracuse.
Did you? I didn't know that. You wanted to pursue broadcasting?
I didn't know whether or not that was really what I wanted to do. And I guess to my credit or to my discredit, depending on the opportunities, I told them I don't know what I want to do yet. I haven't settled on something. And they said, well, in the interim, the in-state tuition at UConn is only so much. So you can always transfer to another location. But for now, you need to go to UConn, and then I eventually stayed because I really didn't know what I wanted to do.
So now I'm curious about this because, again, you lose touch. I mean, right out of high school, everyone's going their separate ways or whatever. Talk about, besides broadcasting, what other interests? Oh, that might be kind of fun. What was
pre-med? I wanted to be a pediatrician immediately out of high school, and I entered the honors program at UConn and started to have to academically compete against the kids primarily from the western side of the state, so Westport, Darien, New Canaan, and Wyndham was an excellent way to prepare. But I wasn't getting the kinds of, I couldn't write as well as some of those kids from Fairfield County or other parts of New Jersey, so forth. And it kind of intimidated me that I felt outclassed for the most part in this honors program. And so I had a little bit of difficulty trying to find my way and can I really be a pediatrician?
All right, so now we're going to move it along here, unfortunately. Time's running out. I mean, but we're still we may go a couple minutes over here because I think we got Red Sox baseball. Tell us how you eventually became a JAG. How did that all happen?
Well, I graduated from UConn. I eventually decided that I would like to be I wanted to study abroad. That was one of the central things. And I got into the business school. And so I used that as a means to get to international business. I studied European Union business at the university, Rijksuniversiteit Limburg in the very south of the Netherlands. That then fed into a love for poli-sci. And so I kind of have a minor in poli-sci, maybe a major. I have enough courses I had a super senior year at UConn. So I started with 32 credits. I ended up with 163 for one degree, perhaps two if I had really applied myself into poli-sci. I took so many poli-sci classes.
You were like a professional student.
I wouldn't like to refer to it like that, but what I had when I returned from the Netherlands was that I had to take one course in the fall and one course in the spring. So I filled a full schedule, was a resident assistant in alumni, and took things that were of interest to me, primarily poli-sci courses, because I had decided I wanted to follow in the footsteps of my grandfather and become an attorney. But I didn't necessarily have the best grades. I had, I think, a 3.1, 3.2, and had not taken the LSAT. So I hadn't really planned out being able to jump right from my super senior year into law school. So I got myself a residence director overseeing 15 RAs at NC State.
Wow.
Took any course. They had a Master's of Applied Liberal Studies, which gave me an opportunity to take courses at Duke, UNC Chapel Hill, anything that had law in the title. The program was designed so that it was a self-guided educational master's that had a capstone of writing a thesis at the end that combined all of the classes that you had taken together. And then I said, I'm not going to write the paper. But what I did get was a 4.0, and I could use that then to translate over into getting to law school.
Doesn't surprise me you got a 4.0. What was your, quickly here, because then I got a couple other questions, we got to wrap it up. What was your favorite stop along the way? I know you had many.
Well, the experience of being able to use two-month unlimited URLs to travel all over Europe. And I literally went everywhere that URL could take me except for Scandinavia. And I eventually, and I still haven't gotten back, but eventually I'd like to get up to Scandinavia. But I went from one end of Europe all the way to the other as long as it allowed me the free travel of a URL.
Were you ever homesick?
No. Nope, not at all. And you meet people, you see people. It became a strange kind of family because you had Australians and Americans and all of these different ethnicities and nationalities. And you would see them in one place, and then 2 weeks later, you'd see them in another place.
Unbelievable. Now, what are you doing now?
I've left North Carolina, my retirement after the military. I got myself a horse ranch in North Carolina, left that with a caretaker, and have now come back up as a result of some family issues, primarily involving my dad's health. And so I'm a caretaker for my father and assisting my family until we can build an apartment in the basement of our childhood home to allow my parents to live there, and then my sister will move in, and then I'll decide what I'd like to be when I grow up.
Then I'll decide what I'd like to be when I grow up. Great way to finish. Much love to your family.
Thank you.
Dad, Bill, Mom, Joan, and Sister
Let
Trish.
me
love
just say
love
that
the Goba family.
I just want to say that my mother is the wind beneath my wings.
Wayne plays that many times. She's a big Wayne
that's
fan.
exactly why. Because every time I appear on Wayne, I have to play Bette Midler's "Wind Beneath My Wings" for my mother.
Mike, thanks.
Sure,
Great
absolutely.
to see you. I wish we could go on and on about several topics. Sorry, ran a little over. Ernie's coming up next. Thanks to Mike Goba, a guest for episode 112 of Hometown Threads on WILI 95.3 FM. Thanks to Liberty Bank, Be Community Kind. Thank you to J. Matt Root Bar, Willimantic Today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And in the words of the great Roddy McCumber.
Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.
And that concludes another edition of Hometown Threads. Got a story for Keith? Reach out to him on Facebook by searching Keith C. Rice or email him at krice@hallradio.net. Don't forget to tune in next week on 14 WILI and 95.3 FM, as well as the Willimantic Today page on Facebook.